Can able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Deepti. Right. So today's class, the agenda is very simple. The agenda is very simple today's class. What numericals we have left out, those numericals we'll see. And I'll let you know how to study for your first module or how to learn the concept, right? So till now you understood from the class. Now it's time for you to read from your side, which means like with this material what you have, how to go forward, like how to go one by one step ahead, keeping the syllabus in your mind and what all things to study, right? So I'll begin with the first page to 64th page. I'll just run through where and when we have not discussed anything like that. I'll take up that and I'll tell you what to study and how to study this. Okay. So prerequisites. So before studying this, you need to know basic integration and basic differentiation. Just basic. It is not too much is required. And you need to know the integral formulas slightly. Fine. If possible, what you can do is every one of you, if you can fetch a piece of paper and pen with you, and you can note down that so what all things are there, what all types of problems are there, you'll come to know. You'll have a checklist by end of this class. Okay, like what topics are there, how numericals they're asking, what are types of numericals, which problems I know, which problems I don't know, right? Which I have to practice. So all that you need to assess yourself. Okay. So I request every one of you to take a piece of paper with you. It can be A4 sheet or it can be any other paper which will have around at least 20 lines. Okay. You're going to prepare a checklist now. Checklist means what you know. You'll write all the contents. You're okay with it, you can tick it there. If you're not okay, you study it. When you're okay, then you tick the checkbox. Right? And anything you're feeling like you're not able to complete the task in your day-to-day life, you follow the checkbox. What is checkbox? You know, you draw a square shape structure or a circle type structure next to the topic. When you complete it, you have to tick it. Okay. So to tick that, your mind will say that to read. Until unless you are comfortable, you don't tick that checkbox. Okay. So that's how you have to prepare for your examination for this subject. Okay. So let us prepare the checklist now. Fine. Every one of you ready with your pen and paper. So this will act like a revision class for you. Anything else apart from this, if you feel like to revise, I'll do that after your first attendance. Let us see the understanding of this. We have taken almost 18 to 20 classes for this, right? Yeah, let us go forward. The first one is there are two things you should write in checkbox. First thing, uh, first thing is you should know the definitions. Okay, make the page to fold it to half. You have A4 sheet, vertically you fold it to half. Or if you don't cannot able to fold, you are writing in a book. You draw a line, vertical line, separation line between two columns. One column you use for definitions. Any new definition you got, you write that definition and try to search something online and learn something more about the definition. First thing, all definitions you write one column. It can be first or second as per your choice. In other column, you write the topics, which topic you have to prepare and which problems you have to solve. So like this two checklists we are going to prepare, which will have almost 20 to 30 items, right? First checkbox. What is meant by a single random variable? And what is the difference between single random variable and multiple random variable? You need to know, right? The first question to you is like, what is single random variable? You need to know by yourself. If somebody asks you, what is this? You should be able to tell then and there itself, right? So it should make your understanding strong. Are you following what I am trying to say to you? You're comfortable? How to prepare checklist I am telling you. Is that clear to you? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please, everyone, please be attentive for this 1 hour. and I'll tell you how to study and what to study. You go through it. Any doubts do you have, sir? This topic we felt it is a bit difficult for us to understand. Can you please repeat? Sure, you're welcome. We'll do that. Right? So for that purpose, we're doing it. Yeah. One checkbox, one column, you write the definitions. What all definitions you have, you please note down. I don't know. I am also doing along with you, let us say. I am writing here single random variable as one definition. I don't know. I want to learn about it. What is single random variable? How to represent that mathematically? All that I learn, right? And what is sample space? Definition you should know. Sample space means what? What is the definition of probability? Correct. This money you should know from this page. On page 1, you need to know what is the random variable, what is owned by probability, what is sample space. So these three. Okay. So that's all introduction part you come to know. Now, first topic you should know is properties of probability. First topic. Okay, not the content. You write here and there, no problem. It's a topic. Okay, what is defined probability? Explain the properties of probability. So there are three properties here. So you should learn these three properties. Okay, right. That is first question. What is the probability? This screenshot you can take the answer of this probability. Fine. Next, first page is clear for every one of us. No doubt. First page, what we should learn? What is random variable definition? What is sample space definition? What is probability? All three definitions. And the question you should learn from that page is what are the properties of probability? Correct? Now, definition of random variable. What do you mean by a random variable? We already wrote single random variable. There itself we are learning random variable also. No need to write anything. Okay. So that's what. So this problem you leave it. I'll tell you when to go through it. Examples are given here. You can read these two examples. You know them. You can go through it. Second page also is clear for us. Now, first topic you should know is what are the types of random variables and explain them with an example. First topic is what? Properties of probability we wrote. First topic we should learn. Second topic what we should learn is what are the types of random variables with examples. You should know each random variable with example. Okay, fine. That is second topic. Third topic is what is this CDF, cumulative distribution function. Cumulative distribution function. We know like CGPA, we know, right? So CGPA is just like CDF. It will cumulate. So cumulate means what? It can be from starting to ending. It can be cumulate. It can be 1, 2 only. You can cumulate. Let us say you are in 4th semester now. What is your cumulative marks in 3rd and 4th semester? Which means your 3 plus 4 semester marks you have to add. What is your cumulative marks from 2nd to 3rd? Right? It can vary. What is your cumulative marks till date? Add 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, like that. So you should write the question. CDF, definitions, equations, properties. So CDF, you should know what is the definition, what is the property. I'm not revising the topics. I'm trying to make you understand what topics we have covered and what you have to study. The checklist we are preparing. It's like a revision class for you. Right, that is one. CDF. CDF, what you should know? On CDF, you should know the definitions, properties. Similarly, PDF. Next topic. What is PDF? Definitions, properties. These are the properties. Similarly, next one, PMF. Definitions, properties. Till now, how many questions you wrote? Properties of probability, types of random variables, then PDF, PDF, and what is that? PMF. Correct? Okay. Similarly, mean, what is meant by mean? Variance, standard deviation. What is mean? What is variance? And what is standard deviation? Totally properties of probability, CDF, PDF, PMF, types of random variables, mean, variance, standard deviation. We got 8 check boxes till now. 8 check boxes, and definitions what we got: single random variable, okay, and then sample space, correct? So this many we got till now. Proof for this mean, variance, standard deviation. Mean, proof, variance, definition. Definition means like equation, proof. Standard deviation, equation, proof. Okay, the proofs are there here. You can see this. Page number 5 is done. Next, we have seen types of random variables, right? So one problem you solve on discrete random variables. Any one problem which you like, you solve on discrete random variable. There are n number of examples. One example you please try to solve by yourself. One random discrete random variable problem. One problem you solve. Then later on you can see multiple problems. Any one problem you solve. Right? All these 3 problems are there here. 3, okay, 4. Many are there. 5. Okay. 7. There are many problems. What you do is one problem of discrete random variable, how to plot, everything you should cover that problem. Okay. That problem should cover everything. Everything means what? In that problem of discrete random variable, you should be able to solve CDF, PDF, or PMF, whatever it comes. Right? These 3 you have to solve. First step. Second step, same discrete random variable, you need to be able to solve CDF, PDF, or PMF, whatever it is there, and plot them. Second thing, and find its mean, okay, mean, variance, and standard deviation. So those things you have to do it for discrete random variable. Right? And one problem on this type, which is how to solve this unit function. Plot the CDF of discrete random variable with step functions. This you can do it easily. You can do it. So all problems of that, it is covered from here till here. If you want, you note down the page number also. And now, so something this we have not discussed, right? The Bernoulli trial. It is very simple. Bernoulli trial is what? It's a random variable experiment that can have 1 or 2 outcomes. We can have 1 outcome, or we can have 2 outcomes, which are usually labeled as success and failure. It can have all success, it can have all failure, or it can have a combination of success and failure both. Okay, like dicing a coin, rolling the dice, right? Rolling a dice again here, getting a result of double 6. That's all. Yes or no, true or false. Okay, so we have seen already. So P, let us say, is success rate. Okay, P is success rate, Q is failure rate. So success plus sorry, success plus failure will be equal to 1, which means P plus Q equals to 1. Okay, 1 minus P will be equals to Q. See here, if X equals to 1, it is P. This is Q actually. Q, how do we get? 1 minus P equals to Q. Why? Because P plus Q equals to 1. Okay, so 1 minus P will be equals to Q. So that's how we do it. And the mean of Bernoulli random variable will be same as mu of x, same. So till now what we have seen is of Bernoulli types. Okay, mu of x equals to u of x, same, we wrote that. And then summation of x into px of x. So we do summation of that. And then variance also we have seen same way, x minus mu whole square into p of x. Same problems we have solved. So this problems we have already solved a similar way, right? So that's your Bernoulli trial. That's why we are not emphasized too much on it. It's already covered, but we don't know that it's Bernoulli trial. Okay, that's done. Next, binomial distribution. Yesterday's class we have seen the binomial distribution. You need to know here what is this CDF or PDF functions of it, and what is the cumulative success rate, all that. You have an example here. Let us see the example and understand. So this much, the proofs of that mathematically, if you are able to write and explain what are those terms clearly, then you can do easily binomial distribution. Okay, now what you should write there, checkbox, problems on Bernoulli distribution, what is the equation of it, and one example problem. Next checkbox, what is binomial distribution? Okay, equations, and one example. Okay, that's check box. Next example we are trying to see here. Let us do an experiment in tossing an ideal fair coin with the probability of tossing a head is 0.5 and the probability of getting tail will be equal to 1 minus 2 is equal to 1 minus 0.5, 0.5. Which means equal. I have a coin. I'm trying to toss it. I'll get head also 0.5 percentage, tail also 0.5 percentage. Now we are asking what is the probability of tossing exactly 7 heads in 10 tosses. So 10 times if I toss a coin, what is the probability I'll get 7 heads? Okay. So the value of x is given as 7 because 7 heads they asked it. So x value is given as 7. So let us solve this problem. It's a very simple problem. If x value is 7, substitute in this problem formula. So n to k, n value is 10 times we do it, 7 times we get success. In that case, the probability will be 10 by 7 minus 10 minus 7 probability. Okay. And here p power k, p is 0.5 success rate. And what is the value of k? K is 7 here. So 0.5 power 7, 0, 4. And after that, 1 minus p. 1 minus p is nothing but q. So 1 minus p also is what? 1 minus 0.5. Okay, 1 minus p is nothing but the q value. We wrote it. N minus k. What is n value? N is 10. K is 7. So 10 minus 7 we wrote there. Okay. So if you compute this one numerically, if you compute this, we're going to get this answer. X value will be equal to 0.11718, which means multiply by 100. The probability of that is around 11.71%. Simple. Any doubt in this? Correct. Let us see one more problem on this, and then we'll go to the next one. Now, the biased coin is tossed 6 times. Let us see what is this biased coin and why it is tossed 6 times. Now, the probability of heads of any of the toss is 0 is to 3, which means 0 heads we get, 3 tails we get. Right? Now, let x denote the number of heads that come up. Now, calculate this x value will be 2 times. We're getting it. X value will be getting 3 times, or x value somewhere from 1 to 5 times. So let us understand first one. P of x equals to 2. X equals to 2 means what? X equals to means this value of k will be 2. You can also write here x. Instead of k, you can also write x, or you can also write r. No problem, right? Different textbooks will write different way. Understand this concept. Okay. It's called NCR, we write this one. NCR we wrote, right? Like that, NK also we can write. Instead of K, you can write NR only. Wherever K is there, you can replace this by R. Like yesterday problem we wrote, right? N minus R, like that. K we can use or R we can use. Right? Okay. So it is given 6. How we got 6 here? Because they wrote here 6 times we are tossing. They're asking in 6 times, how many times we get 2 times head? Is what they're asking. You have a coin. You take a coin with you. You toss it 6 times. Tell me how many times, what is the probability you get 2 heads? Is the question. Okay. For that, 6 times we are tossing, 2 times we need to get the head. So 6, 2 we wrote like that. And p value is what? P value what they given? 0.3. Sorry, not 0.3 like this. So 0.3, that's a mistake. That's a confusion here. So right there, 0.3 or 0.3. Okay, not 0 colon 3. 0.3 is the heads probability. So obviously, this P is success rate and 1 minus P is failure rate. Q is what? Obviously, 1 minus 0.3 will be Q. N value is 6, K value is 2. Substitute there, 6 minus 2. 1 minus 0.3 is what? 0.7. So 0.7, 6 minus 2 is 4. And this value we understood. If anything like this, you could have like this 6 and 2 like this we have, right? The meaning of this one is called NCR or NCK. NCK means what? N factorial by, okay, R factorial into N minus R factorial. Is it clear? So from this I will tell you. N we have here, N value is 6. So NK like this, if you write, this meaning is N factorial divided by K factorial into N minus K factorial, like this is it. Okay. So 6 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 4 factorial. So 4 factorial means what? We can cut down this. If we have 6 factorial means what? 6 factorial means 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Here also we get 6 minus 2, 4 factorial. 4 factorial means what? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. We can cut down that above and below. So to cut down that above, 6 factorial value will become what? 6 into 5, because 4, 3, 2, 1 is cut down from this and this. Okay, and remaining is what? Only 2 factorial. So 2 factorial is what? 2 into 1, 2. So 6 into 5, 30 by 2, which is 15 we get here, and this values we compute, we get these numbers, and we can get the answer easily. Now similarly, x equals to 3 we wrote, not 2, 3. So replace this k value, instead of 2, replace by 3. Very simple. 6 factorial by 3 factorial minus 3 factorial. So 3 factorial will cut down here. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is there, right? And 6 minus 3 will become 3 factorial is what? 3 into 2 into 1. So this is 3 factorial. And again here also 6 minus 3, it is 3. So 3 factorial, 3 into 2. So this 3 into 2 here and 3 into here we can cut down. So 6, 5, 4 divided by 3 into 2. And multiplied by this number, same numbers. These values will not change. In this, these values will not change. How we got 0.7? 1 minus p. P is 0.3. 1 minus p will be 0.7. I hope you all are understanding these problems on binomial distribution. The next is very simple and easy problem. The only thing is you should feel like, yeah, I know them. That confidence, what you have, right, will win the race. To feel like, what is this I'm not understanding, or what is this mathematics, or what is this happening, then you'll not understand really. You have to come forward and take a pen and paper and put some 5 minutes of time, easily you'll understand. Very simple problem, not rocket science. Okay. So 1 to 5 you want to find. 1 less than and 5 equals to. So 1 to 5 you want to find that. Similarly, they have found for 4 and 5 also. Same way they have did it. You can easily do that. You can understand that. I'm not doing that now. We're going to 1 and 5. So 1 to 5 they're asking. Okay. Why they're asking 1 to 5? You see this, why they did 4, you see here. See, from this we get 2. Right? And from this we can get 3. 0.32, 0.18, 4 is 0.05, 5 is 0.012. Adding all them. Equals to is not there for 1, correct? So which means x less than equals to 1, it is not there. Equals to is not there. So starts from 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 2, 3, 4, 5. All the 5 values, if you add them, it's like probability of 2, probability of 3 times hit, probability of 4 times hit, and probability of 5 times hit. All of them, if you add, you're going to get the total probability of this from 2 to 5. It is around 57.8% or 0.7578. It's very easy, right? This problem, binomial distribution. Anything difficult in this? Very easy problem, right? Hello? Hello? You with me? You can give some like, or you can give some hi. Hello? Hello everyone? Hello? Someone say something so that I can continue.